I stopped writing in traditional paragraphs. I needed a much better way to see my ideas visually as I write them. This is what writing looks like for me now. It's an Obsidian plugin I built for myself. Before this, I always hit the same two walls. Either I wrote long paragraphs that were a pain to reorganize later, or I outlined with bullet points, only to later have to rewrite those bullet points back into paragraphs in order to make them useful. This lets me write in small pieces where I can move ideas around without breaking things. So let me show you how I write with this method. The thing is that I'm not outlining first and writing later as if it were two very separate things. With this Obsidian plugin that I create the structure while I'm writing. It's very intuitive, it just flows as you write, the structure naturally starts forming. If a particular idea belongs under another, I place it there. Or if it's a continuation of a thought, I just create a branch to the right. That way I'm not having to switch my brain between thinking in outline mode and writing mode, because now both happen at the same time in the same space. Most other tools would treat structure and writing as very separate steps that you would have to get back and forth in order to get what you want. And this often leads to small but constant friction. What I mean is things even like you have a bullet point outline of ideas, right? You just structure your ideas and then you turn that into paragraphs in order to make it more useful, more shareable. But then what if you need to go back to outlining your ideas again? You know, things just get messy. Again, that back and forth that gets pretty annoying. With this method instead, I can just change the structure freely while I continue to write. I can also, this is really cool, I can drag and drop ideas to move them around freely. Or I can even use shortcuts on my keyboard to reposition ideas instantly. I no longer rely on large amounts of cutting and pasting text all over the place. You know, when you have a bunch of paragraphs and you cut a bit of this, put it below, then just move things around. It can get pretty overwhelming and you can even lose some important things in all of that crazy rearranging. And this is also pretty handy. When I'm unsure about an idea, I can move it aside to another section and then bring it back only if I need it later. And this entire workflow is just working from one place. This all works inside Obsidian, where I have incredible flexibility to make my writing workflow work exactly like I want it to work. Unlike other tools, I don't need to be exporting things out of Obsidian, bringing it back. When I'm done writing, everything's already organized, and I have a view where I do have those normal paragraphs that are ready to share, but I wrote it all in this nice visual structure. If this made you wonder if you could build your own Obsidian plugins or personal tools, the answer is you absolutely can, even as a beginner. I stopped bending my work to fit existing apps, and instead I started using AI to build tools that adapt to how I work. This is why I put together a program that will walk you through how to create your own Obsidian plugins and other tools using AI. And as a bonus, I even include there this plugin that I walk you through in this video in case you find that useful as well. And in my program, you will see you don't even need to learn to code in order to start creating incredibly useful tools for yourself with AI. So if that sounds cool and interesting, check out the link in the description where you can learn more about it. With that said, hope you have a great day and hope to see you there. Bye bye.